This is a short video to introduce a new digital service designed for householders and their agents to submit planning applications. The process is straightforward and intuitive, so we want to highlight some specific steps and features that may be new to you. As a first step, you will be asked to enter your email. This will allow you to save and return to your application at any time within 28 days, using a link that will be sent to the email address that you provide. In the next step, you will enter the postcode and select the address of the property. The service will then look up Ordnance Survey address-based premium, and based on the address provided will display the title boundary from Land Registry. Then, in the next step, it will suggest this title boundary as the red line boundary for the application. However, this can be easily edited or drawn from scratch if needed. This step will generate the location plan with red line boundary that is required with the application. So as an applicant, you don't need to supply one separately. However, if you wish to do so, there's an option to upload one here if you like. Using the address information provided, the service will then look up any planning constraints that apply to the property. It is doing this by checking more than 15 open datasets on the planning.data platform. These datasets include heritage designations, nature designations, and other things such as flood risk zones, central activity zones, brownfield sites, and the greenbelt. This step isn't just to provide information. The service is using any applicable planning constraints to determine what further questions are relevant to the application and need to be asked. Following this step, you are then asked to fill out information as is typical with the submission of a planning application, and is split into several sections. With each step, a more information option is provided, which, if selected, provides further guidance, detail, as well as policy references where relevant. After completing these steps, you will then be invited to upload and label any further information contained within documents. These pieces of information will be marked as either required, recommended, or optional, and this is tailored to the local authority area that the project is in. Individual files can be tagged with multiple pieces of information. For example, existing elevation drawings may also show areas to be demolished and site levels. Having provided all the required information, you will then be able to review your answers, and if you need to, you can go back and change something. It is worth noting that in some circumstances, if you change an earlier answer, the service may then ask some different follow-on questions to ensure that all the necessary information is captured. In this review step, you are also offered a print option so that you can retain a copy of this step for your records. You are then invited to pay for the application. All payments are handled securely using the gov.uk pay service. At this stage, you have the option to invite someone else to pay. This may be useful if you're an agent applying on behalf of the client. Once your application is sent, you will have another opportunity to download the application, this time as a CSV file. You will also be shown the next steps. All applications submitted using this new digital service are then processed as usual by the council. At any point in the service, you can provide feedback. This can be done in the More Information dialog or using the Feedback or Report an Issue options at the bottom of the page. Providing feedback will support the continued evolution of the service and its aim to make applying for planning permission as straightforward as possible.